Previously on Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Oh my god! He's eating my cravat! He's eating my cravat! No! My cravat! No!
And now back to wagging my little finger.
Hello!
This is NicoB, back with some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. When we last left off, we uncovered the identity of the mastermind behind it, and it turned out I was right, it was Simon Keyes, and I was right based on totally false knowledge. Only I could base everything on completely incorrect information, but still arrive at the correct conclusion. Yeah, beautiful. But yes, as many of you pointed out, Dover doesn't really have red hair. I didn't really remember that very well correctly. I don't know. When I saw his hair, it wasn't the same, I guess, super red color, but I still seemed like kind of like that reddish brown color. You know, kind of like my hair. You know, my hair color is kind of reddish brown. But when I really do put it up, when you put it up next to like Simon's hair color, which is just straight red, they really aren't very similar. I don't really know what to say about that. I don't know if it's something to be impressed by or not. I'm leaning towards the not. I think it's more of just a lucky coincidence then, but I mean, because once I saw that and I thought that was the connection, then that's when I sort of came across the other connections, such as the ages matching up, the fact that his friend Horace Knightley, and also the other kid had his own boyhood friend. You know, those things fell into place, but it was all based on the red hair thing, which wasn't a real thing. I will say, I still think, red hair aside, I still think that Simon looks more like Dover's son, just based on the face itself. You know, I mean, he didn't look anything like Gustavia. Then again, it's kind of hard to, I guess, match him up with this grizzled, bearded, samurai-looking dude. But, you know, you would have thought, I don't know, especially Knightley's sort of violent personality does seem to match up more with Gustavia, and just Dover's sort of kind of long face, and he did seem to look a bit more like Simon than that, but I'm still a bit unsure. They do make it sound like the young acolyte that he's referring to was Knightley, right? Because that he was saying he was in communication with him. Dogen was. I'll be curious to see though if that really is the case. If it really was if it was really him that Dogen was referring to, or if it was actually Simon, and maybe this whole time he hasn't even been communicating with Knightley, but really with Simon. You know, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think I would just find it kind of weird just that Knightley would have had so much say in everything when he was such an insignificant character initially. You know, and you know, it's been dead for ages. I would have thought that a lot of things that were still affecting everything now would all be Simon's doing. But I guess we'll find out. Oh, I am fucking pumped about this, though. I cannot wait to see his true fucking demon colors. All right, this is Gran Turismo End, so I guess there's no part 1 and part 2. It's just straight through. I'm guessing it's probably a pretty long one, so. All right, it's fine. I'm ready. I'm ready for the long haul. Let's do this shit. April 6th, 5:30 p.m., Berry Big Circus, fuck this place, storage tent. And there he is. Is he gonna slowly turn around?
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Andrew.
Oh god, actually, this is gonna be really awkward. You know, because the whole thing with the Ron Delight voice was kind of like Joshua, but it was more weenie. Now you're gonna end up not being weenie anymore, more than likely, right? You're gonna turn to be calculating and shit. And then what do I say? What do? I go a lower form, a less weenie sounding, but then I just turn to the Joshua voice, and I gave that to Sebastian already. So what do? God, I don't know. I'm gonna have to wing it a bit. Well, I don't know. What I'm really curious about too is if he's really gonna end up being like evil. You know? I mean, he did do some, I think, illegal stuff, but I do feel like in a way, we do owe a lot of uncovering this stuff to what he did. So maybe that's all he really wanted was for us to find the truth.
Mr. Edgeworth! Are you guys here for the show?
Mr. Keyes, Miss Barry.
You're a little early. I'm sorry, but we're still getting ready.
How can you see me right now? Oh, he's sad. Or maybe the twist will be that he's not really the one in control. It's Money the Monkey! That little shit is the mastermind!
But I'm so happy you came. You remembered our promise.
Yes, I remembered. Actually, until I found out you're the mastermind, I really wasn't gonna come here. You asked us to come and see the show when you gave me this. It's Max Galaska here. Where is that little bastard?
I'm so happy you came. Please enjoy yourself. I'm sure my performance will surprise you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is he already aware of it then? Maybe he is. Your performance has already surprised me, Mr. Keys. No, he's totally aware of it.
But he hasn't performed yet.
Regina, get the fuck out of here. Please have a look at this photo. Is this balloon the property of the Very Big Circus?
It is. Did you see it flying around somewhere?
It was looking inside that building! It's highly likely this balloon was used by the culprit in the case we are investigating.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Your little weenie sidekick over there is really a devious mastermind. How about that, huh? Who is in charge of the balloon?
Well, that would be Simon, but... Are you saying...
Oh, no, he's not even fighting it. Oh, here we go. Mr. Keys, you flew this balloon in the middle of the night, did you not?
I do occasionally practice alone at night. I'm not much of a pilot, though. I'm a little clumsy.
Heh. So for practice, you'll do something as challenging as flying a balloon at night next to a fucking building. Wouldn't that be rather difficult for someone who is clumsy and not much of a pilot? That's right, I'm not falling for your horse shit anymore.
Then, what do you think I was doing, Mr. Edgeworth?
You brought Kay to the roof of the Grand Tower in order to frame her for the murder of Joe Crane. Now, a single security camera recorded Kay using the elevator. Therefore, the only way she could have gotten up there was through flight. And the only one who could have flown her up there was you, Mr. Keys.
No way. Mr. Edgeworth, how can you say that?
That's not all. No, I'm not done yet. Got a laundry list of shit here. You drugged John at the garbage pickup and kidnapped him.
Yeah, douchebag.
Wasn't that why you were late when you came to watch the trial of Patricia Rowland?
No way. I have no idea what you're saying. There's no way I could do things like that. Please believe me, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I wanted to believe you. However, you have broken that trust yourself, you asshole. This weird persona of yours, it's not real. You're no Rod Delight. You're a man on guard after all.
That's horrible. Why would you say that? Didn't you once say that you would trust me? That you believe in me?
Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, fuck this guy. I hate it. Birds of a feather, huh? Suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you had motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. Someone. Wrong! I was so wrong. All right, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you.
I'm so sad. Those words were all lies.
It wasn't a lie. We really did trust you until you stabbed us in the balls.
Kay, even you? You said we were like birds of a feather, and yet I'm hurt, Kay. You've hurt me deeply.
No! Don't listen to him, Kay!
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, Simon isn't a bad guy after all.
Objection! Bullshit! I'm calling bullshit on your bullshit. I see, so that's how you operate. Understand now, all too well. No matter who you face, you find an emotional weakness and exploit it. You guide each person towards the outcome you desire without them even noticing it. That is how you were able to mastermind the entire case. I may have fallen for your tricks before, but not this time, bitch. Simon Keys, I indict you with my finger.
So, it's come to this after all. You're always so full of confidence, Mr. Edgeworth. But I rather like that, because now I can rip that confidence to shreds.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, he's tamed the little woodland critters. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the? Good work, everyone. What? His personality is completely changed. The fuck? What did you do to that? What? I'm sorry. I just gotta stop for a second.
Did you just have a pig, stack a cat, stack a... What else was that?
And then he rests his arm on top of it? It's the animal tamer who could not tame animals. That was all of a sudden. I see, okay. Why the hell is it that the squirrel is lifting the cat? That is totally unreasonable. This is the real Simon Keys.
Simon, that's not true, is it?
Truth or lie, what difference does it make?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth just made me a little upset, that's all.
Oh, hey! What the hell? Hey, the squirrels are jungle dancing for you. Hey, that's kind of cool, actually. But I'm still really pissed at you. Okay, seriously. Stop putting that squirrel in so much strenuous pain.
You'll take responsibility for upsetting me, right?
Oh, wow, okay, I guess you are just evil. I guess. You definitely looked the part. Balloon practice.
It's true. I practiced with the balloons 2 nights ago. That photo must have been taken with the balloon, and I passed near the building. I have to fly around that area for advertising purposes. There's nothing unusual about that, right?
You want to fly around the Grand Tower in the balloon?
Yeah, even the circus needs to advertise.
Regina, is that true?
Yep, it was Simon's top to advertise using the balloon. Most people who live around here should have seen it.
The balloon was used in the crime we are investigating.
Like I said, it's just a coincidence. I simply happened to pass by the Grand Tower when that photo was taken.
I shall determine whether or not that was a coincidence after I hear your full story. All right, you kind of remind me of the Claw, where you're just like leaning with your cat, lean on top of your cat like that. You're saying it was simply a coincidence that you were photographed near the tower.
I get it. I know you operate now, Mr. Edgeworth. You list a set of coincidences impossible until you get your way. When you say it like that, everything will inevitably go your way. How scary!
Ugh.
Oh, you're wrong. Mr. Edgeworth isn't like that.
Okay, calm yourself. It's like trying to provoke an emotional response. He tends to goad us into losing our focus in order to derail the topic at hand. Now, why do you think he would do that?
Because he's a clown? No, I mean because he's trying to hide something, I guess.
Good God, Kay, you act like you've done this before. Come on, you're embarrassing me in front of the mastermind. Exactly, Kay, we must not let up on him. However, we must continue to keep our composure. Understand?
Yep, so Simon, allow me as assistant to ask you a question. You passed by the Grand Tower at the precise moment. Was it really just a coincidence?
We could have just left things at that, but for the sake of your assistant, I shall explain my reason for being there.
Okay, so keep pressing him on this one then, I guess. I just realized that Regent the Tiger is right behind me. Regent? Yeah, and the gorilla's over there. He's eyeing me. Is he challenging me to a stare-off? Well, he's about to learn that I don't back down that easily.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Right, the mastermind guy. Was the balloon launched from this tent?
There's a nice big park near the Sunshine Coliseum. I always launch the balloon there.
I see. In that case, how do you transport the balloon to the park?
Well, it's too heavy to carry by hand. It weighs several hundred pounds. And yet, you can fly in the sky. Amazing, isn't it?
Ice, how you got transported. Now answer the question, bitch.
Aw, I can't even make some small talk. You're mean, Mr. Edgeworth. I used a truck. The balloon is loaded onto the back of the truck.
A truck?
Yeah, the last time I took the truck and the balloon out was 2 days ago.
I cannot overlook that piece of testimony.
Last time I took the truck and the balloon out was 2 days ago.
You mean, wait. This truck? Oh, you have fallen in deep into my web, Simon Keys. The truck you put the balloon in, was it blue by any chance?
Blue? So what if it is?
Today we saw a blue truck carrying a large basket. If that truck just so happens to be yours, then your claim that you last used it 2 days ago becomes a lie.
Hey, what's up? Did I miss the party? Hey, and also I've got Emma Sky here for some reason.
Agent Lang, Emma!
The party's all here, bitches! Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you! I finally found my way back into your game again! been searching for you ever since the incident yesterday. I dashed right over after Kay contacted me just a little while ago.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, thing you were looking for. I found it. It was placed in a blue truck in the dressing room parking lot.
I just figured that out. All I had to do was wait a few minutes for you to show up. Oh well. Blue truck, as I suspected. That truck is, without a doubt, the one I saw today. Whoa, is that you? Shan, I want to hear that again. It sounded like Blaze's objection.
There are a number of blue trucks out there, you know. Who's to say you're not mistaken for a different one?
It's definitely that one. I got a good look at it. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, was that?
It wasn't me. What? Oh, what the hell? Okay, words have no strength without evidence to back them up, fool. Whoa! He's pulling at me! Wait, was that objection also Blaze's objection too?
Ah, that's Mr. Edgeworth's voice! Wow! Killer impression, bro!
Evidence! Present evidence! Do I have any evidence to prove that this was the truck I saw today?
Oh, what's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you touching the truck?
The truck's body's cold to the touch. Seems to have been parked here for some time.
Figure all that out just by touching it?
What could prove that this is the truck that I saw? Looking for blood stains, dusting for fingerprints, using a metal detector. Oh, dusting for fingerprints, my fingerprints. I'd like to dust the truck for fingerprints.
Fingerprints? What for? I don't see any point in that.
Certain person's fingerprints should be left on this truck, and these fingerprints will prove this truck was parked in front of the Grand Tower today. Whose fingerprints prove this truck was in front of the tower? Mine, you ding-dong!
Edgeworth, your fingerprints?
Indeed. Earlier today, I touched a truck at the plaza in front of the Grand Tower. I'd like to dust for my prints. And I know what my prints look like. And my minor request a scientific investigation.
Yes, I knew I was useful again. That's what I'm here for. Just leave it to me. All right, what's that?
Really? We're doing this again? We're near the end of the game, Emma. Is really any point in...
Shut up! There's always a point in science. Go ahead, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, you want me to do it?
Of course. Who else but Mr. Edgeworth would be able to be up to the task? Here, I'll show you how it's done.
We're just a new mechanic at the end of the game, which is probably the same mechanic we've done before, just for fingerprints. All right, then, you're the scientist. Why don't you just do it yourself?
First, we sprinkle some aluminum powder over the area you want to investigate. Like this.
Yep, then we're gonna blow on it, right? That's straight. Sprinkle the aluminum powder.
Powder will adhere to fingerprints once you're all sprinkled enough. Blow it away.
Blown away? What kind of magic is this?
Just blow away with your breath. Whoosh. Whoosh.
Blow the powder away by blowing it into the microphone. Yay.
Got it.
Well, I guess so. So we'll do it for real this time.
Just so you know, the key points is to sprinkle the powder all over.
All right, go crazy. Woo. Good, I'm sprinkling powder of this empty green space, and and not the truck. All right, which button was it that I... Oh, there it is, yep. Beautiful.
I got one. That's a nice clean fingerprint.
Let's run the prints against mine post-haste.
All right, just leave it to me.
2 seconds later.
These are definitely your fingerprints, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ha! In your face! Well, it seems to me that we have just proven your statement to be a lie.
Buddies!
Oh, man, you look really scary now, dude.
What were you doing when you were driving this truck around?
Just taking it for a joyride.
Kate was abducted 2 nights ago. Your balloon was sighted not far from the scene. Today there was another kidnapping in which a garbage truck was used. And once again, your truck was seen nearby. Oh, no, that was a different objection.
Objection. This all sounds like nothing more than pure coincidence to me.
So it was pure coincidence that you parked near 2 separate kidnappings? I doubt that. You were involved in both kidnappings, weren't you?
Isn't it a bit rash to automatically assume that the 2 kidnappings were connected?
And what if I had evidence to prove that the 2 crimes were performed by the same culprit?
Oh, you're serious? I can't wait to hear this.
You're gross looking, dude. What did Kay and John's kidnappings have in common? This dead guy! Sleepy Z. Kay was knocked out with a powerful sleeping drug, and a bottle of sleeping drugs was found lying in the place where John was confined. The contents of the bottle were a match with the drugs used on Kay.
So that's all you got, huh? And here I was, getting my hopes up. So the same sleeping drugs were used, so what? You think that connects the two incidents? Surely you must realize it yourself. That doesn't prove a thing.
Ah! There must be something. Evidence that proves he is connected to those cases.
The police, prosecutors, and even you, Mr. Edgeworth, in the end, you're all the same. You make up the evidence as you see fit, just so you can send some poor soul to prison. Is there someone like that here? A poor soul who was wrongly accused in the past?
You're wrong. What? Who would do such a thing?
Then show me the evidence. If you're gonna accuse me of a crime, it's only natural.
It's no use. Can't seem to find any other threads leading him to the kidnappings. Fuck me.
Now then, have you finally run out of ammo, Mr. Edgeworth? I still have preparations to make at the circus, so if you'll excuse me.
Objection.
Hey, I'm here too. Now, you two, no need to get so heated. And Simon, you're looking good in that clown makeup. Hey, what's your deal? Just butt in like that. Uncle Ray's not so good at stuff, and such a stiff environment. I mean, why so serious, right? Hey, Kay, how about a little trick?
At last my moment has arrived. The great Kay Faraday presents a Simon impression. Objection.
What you? Enough already. Psst. Hey, Miles, buying you some time to get all your ducks in a row, get your shit together, bro. There's probably a better way to solve for time than this, but whatevs.
Woo, nice one, Kay. Not so sure about this method either. But I have to find something that connects Simon to the case. I need to find it now! Is there evidence not related to the kidnappings that's connected to the mastermind's identity? Probably the call I got? That's it! The mastermind is the same person as the young acolyte Dogen was looking for. If I can just connect the young acolyte to Simon... Okay. So the young acolyte is Simon. So why was he in communication with Knightley then? That's what I don't really get. Which piece of evidence could be connected with the mastermind's true identity? The chessboard, I think, right?
Take that!
Damn it all to fucking dicks. Hey, Simon, you're toast now, man. Look at this. Yeah, your fate is sealed.
Really now? That's interesting, because guess what? I'm pretty sure that's nothing. I'm pretty sure that's absolutely nothing you showed me.
Oh yeah? Well, take another look. You sure about that? Because I think it's pretty amazing.
Too bad. Epic fail, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, not you two. Boom. Whose side are you on anyways? Simply must exist. Evidence that shows that the mastermind is connected to those all to the case. I would have said, I thought that was good enough, but okay. Oh, I need to be more specific. The chess memo itself. Yes, there we go. I was on the right track. I just need to pick that thing. Knightley and Dogen both communicate through a certain individual. Oh, then that somebody must be the mastermind behind the case. That's it. The mastermind played a role in the correspondence chess. If I can prove that it was Simon, then it's enough. I can't stomach any more of your sorry excuses for a performance. If you have no more objections, then I ask that you let me get back to preparing for the show. Thank you for the help, Mr. Shields. Your weird shit paid off, though you may have taken it a little too far. You sure look happy. I think you found something. Am I like a timeline or something? I mean, couldn't I have just sat there and figured it out? I mean, what's he gonna do? He's gonna sit here and do his stupid thing anyway.
Look at me, I am Simon the clown, the funny clown.
Okay, you can stop now. It's not even sound like him anymore. Now then, Mr. Keys, do you happen to like chess?
That was rather out of the blue. But since you asked, I can't say that I dislike chess.
The mastermind played correspondence just with Sir on Dogen.
If I recall, it was Knightley who had been playing chess with Dogen, wasn't it? Are you saying that he was the mastermind?
There was no way Knightley could have been the mastermind. He was too fucking stupid. The reason being, the mastermind had continued to work behind the scenes even after Knightley's death. Okay, all right, good. I'm glad we're clarifying this. I really didn't think it was Knightley and anything like was really the young acolyte or anything. That being the case, who could have written this letter? I believe someone acted as the middleman between Dogen and Knightley.
So, you're saying that you think I'm the middleman? Just why would I have to go to all that trouble and do something like that?
Most likely to make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Dogen. And as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowland. I see. Clever, though. Very fucking clever.
No way. Our thing was all set up so that he would be killed by her?
What are you saying? There's no way I can manipulate a person that far.
You think he really would have done that? I mean, I think he did probably intend to get the trail off him. Do you really think he wanted his friend to die? Because he was, I mean, were they not still friends? Do you not give a shit about him anymore?
Oink. Look at me. It takes all I have just to get the animals to perform tricks.
Really? If only just a scrap of the letters he exchanged with Knightley still remained. It'd be decisive evidence. I'd like to investigate your room. There can be decisive.
If it's the letters you're looking for, you won't find any in there.
What?
I'm the type of guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Where's the point in living in the past?
Ah, shit. Does that mean he's already gotten rid of the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, everything you have said so far has been nothing more than baseless conjecture.
The evidence. I'm just one step behind it. What should I do? Am I all out of moves? Is there no hope left? Somebody better yell, hold it and save my ass.
Without evidence, I won't allow you to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley.
Yes, somebody will. Who the demon lord was that? Was it Yvonne Carver? I don't think I've seen you in a while.
Oh, excuse me. That's me.
Oh, you. Miss Barry, what the balls is on her mind?
I've been listening in on what you all were saying, and, when you say Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend, Mr. Knightley, right?
Yes, that's correct. Oh my God, Bernie farted and it got in my mouth. Oh God, Bernie, why?
I don't make fun of you when you fart, Nico.
It's because I don't fart nearly as much as you do. Oh God. Yes, I can actually get it in my mouth. It has that consistency when it comes out. It's seriously, I could cut that shit with a knife. That's just correct. That she knows something.
This morning a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was for Simon.
What?
What did you say?
That's impossible. He's already dead. Damn, U.S. Postal Service is slow. I mean, Japan Postal Service. Japanifornia Postal Service. Miss Barry, please let me see that letter.
Okay, here you go. Quick, open it.
This is a correspondence chess letter.
This is a response to Dogen's last move.
Now, can you see the path to checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose a chess against me, right?
The postmark says March 26th, the day before Knightley's death. Seems the letter arrived late. I mean, thank you, UPS.
The circus moves around so much, a lot of mail people send us arrive late.
Ooh, look, Simon's profile's even changed. British Animal Tamer at the Very Big Circus, mastermind behind it all. Now then, why was this letter addressed to you? This is proof that you were the middleman between Dogen and Knightley. Normally, you would transcribe this letter into Braille before sending it to Dogen. And in doing so, you create a connection between him and Knightley.
Damn it! Curse you, Knightley! Why must you continue to interfere?
Simon, why? Was it Knightley your only friend?
Don't be ridiculous. I stopped thinking of him as a friend 18 years ago.
18 years ago would have been the day of the I-7 incident.
Thanks to Knightley, I nearly died that day in the snowstorm. While I was on my way to the contest venue where my father was waiting, Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face, He kept apologizing. My dad's too scary. I can't disobey him. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
I see.
Stop it, Horace! I promised my dad! I said I'd taste his desserts! If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble! I'm gonna let everyone know that my dad's desserts are the best in the world! After that, he locked us inside a car. It was so cold I could see my own breath. Before we knew it, the doors had frozen shut, and not even he could get them open. And then, I lost my father.
What?
Father.
Horace Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father.
What could this mean? His confession runs contrary to the information we have. Oh, I was right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Am I gonna be right about that shit after all? That he actually was Dover's son? Oh, and you guys were giving me shit about it. Ah! Oh my God. I can see clearly now. Wait, you know what? Let's wait and see if that happens, all right? Don't jump the gun here.
The name of the victim in the IS-7 incident was Isaac Dover. Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience.
Fuck! Yes! Good! Because good God, he looks so much more like him than that. So, ha! I think you guys already knew that, and maybe you were just trying to throw me off or whatever, but... Ha! Okay. See, it's not in here. Where the fuck is that old fucker? So his hair color might have been exactly the same, but it was sort of close.
So it was till later that I learned this truth. On that day, my father was murdered.
Culprit of the IS-7 incident was a confectioner by the name of Dane Gustavia.
So that was the name of Knightley's father. That low-life scum of the earth killed my father. Just the thought of him makes me sick.
So you knew who the culprit was all along?
Of course not. Had I known, I would have tipped off the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was up trying to set up my own father. That's why I immediately knew that the one who died that day was my dad. Knightley had a hand in my father's murder. That traitor. He was the son of a killer. It's only natural that he ended up dead.
It would appear that you are a victim of very serious misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about?
Isaac Dover, at the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France. Oh boy. Under the name Pierre Hoquet.
Is that right? Well, I'm sorry to say I don't remember that at all.
It's only natural for you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father. Wait.
Huh? What is that supposed to... What? Is that supposed to be a joke? I'm not amused.
Huh. You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. Oh, no, never mind. You were wrong. You were wrong, Nico. Okay, never mind. Just when I was thinking things were making sense. Nope, never mind. That doesn't make sense. Turns out that was total bullshit. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son.
Take that!
Yeah, okay.
What's that? Isn't that Knightley's chessboard and his ring?
I want you to take a good look at this ring's design.
There are 2 letters inscribed in it.
That is the seal of Pierre Hoquet used as his signature. See, I think even Simon thought he looked a bit like Dover's son. 18 years ago, was found lying near the body of Isaac Dover.
What? Why would Knightley have my father's memento with him?
The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horace Knightley.
What? But that means that I'm...
In other words, you are Dane Gustavia's son, bitch.
That's a lie. After all, my father is... My memories are...
Yes, you're my son. My son.
Lost my father because Knightley locked me up in the car. That's why I thought it would be fitting if you were killed as well.
Really? I'll be able to see a circus show even in prison? I enjoy playing chess with you, but I'm looking forward to your performance as well.
Yes, please look forward to it.
All right, you better drop by again. I'll be thinking about my next move.
Oh yeah, I found something special inside that chessboard for you. You should check it out later.
Something special? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but thanks. I owe you one, Simon.
If only you hadn't stopped me 18 years ago, it wouldn't I wouldn't have had to come to this.
Huh? Did you say something?
Nope, not a word. Goodbye, Horace. After all that, you're saying it was my father who killed Knightley's? Then that means it's all for nothing? I didn't want to become some weakling who could be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I followed in Mr. Dogan's footsteps!
I see. This finally proves it. Simon Keyes, you are Dogan's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case.
That's right, it was me. I'm the mastermind behind it all.
He's finally showing his true colors. Again.
As you all know, I witnessed the incident 12 years ago.
It's interesting, though, that he didn't get everything right. President Wang's assassination. The child who drew that picture was Simon Keyes.
When I was found out, I was subjected to horrible interrogation over and over by that heartless Patricia.
Ooh, no wonder you ended up growing up to be so crazy.
I spent the nights trembling in my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring. I'm sure you can understand why I'd want to sneak out of there, right?
However, Blaze would have likely sent pursuers after you.
Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't even sleep at night. I'd jump at the slightest noise. And that's why I became a circus performer. Blaze did best for the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Willow was the warden of the prison. No ordinary person would be a match for those two. And there were no adults I could rely on. Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body double who had set those two in motion. Though he was a fake, I was up against a nation's president. Talk about utter despair, right? Despair! He said despair!
Shut up, Monica, come on.
My only ally was Mr. Dogan. He saved my life after all. He actually helped me out, unlike Knightley.
Story's true. Huh, it's ironic. Dogan, the fiendish assassin, was idolized by the child he saved.
If I followed in his footsteps, I'd no longer have to worry about being eaten alive. That's right! And now it's my turn! My turn to devour those who would feed upon me!
I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police.
No way, no way, no way. As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, didn't someone like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial? I knew from the very beginning that things would turn out like this.
The evidence from Patricia Rowland's trial. So he's saying that he expected the evidence would be destroyed. I see. So that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict, even in the absence of evidence.
Who's to say? But in order to expose the crimes of 12 years ago, there was no other choice.
It's according to you. However, Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor. What a coinky-dink, huh? Your methods are no different than those of the people you just so despise.
That's only if I were to actually the kidnapper. But I would never do anything so evil. No way, no way, no way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm actually quite thankful to the real criminals for giving me the opportunity to extract such sweet revenge.
Ah! So you admit it. Your motive was revenge.
Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I held a grudge against those creeps. But it's not like I'm the one who actually killed them, you know. Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jill in on Blaze's secrets, and let Blaze in on Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other.
Do you mean to say the murder was nothing more than a result of that?
Yep, just like the case at Gourd Lake. It's way easier than trying to control wild animals.
Those squirrels would say otherwise.
All I did was come up with a fake assassination plan for Knightley.
So that was also part of his plan. God, there's a lot of moving parts to this game. It's one of those games that's probably like, it makes more sense to you when you play it again at like a second time, you know? Because there's seriously a ton going on. I'm gonna have to like stop and sort of think about a lot of the stuff he's saying here to like, be like, okay, everything adds up. There's no like plot holes. If that's the case. And Work's murder was also your...
Whoa! Don't try to pin that on me. Knightley killed him all on his own. And well, it ended up creating the perfect opportunity for me. It's funny how things work out.
Can you say such a thing?
It was the same for Patricia Rowland. I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Dogen by using the correspondence chess match in the chisel in the chessboard.
What? You mean to say you were the one who prepared that chisel?
That's right. I thought it would bring Dogen to mind. What a thoughtful little gift. Would you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Knightley. Oh, the feeling that everyone around you's an enemy. I know it all too well. The tiniest spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy of errors unfold from the audience. And you were my final pawn, Mr. Edward.
A pawn? Me? No! I am a big giant dick of a king!
When you solved their cases, you brought both Blaze and Patricia to their ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de grace was your own logic!
Don't you dare dishonor my logic! My logic is beautiful! I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
Oh, I know. You never really cared about saving me. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't you?
What did you...
All I had to do was go, no, I know, and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it your all to trying to save me.
Damn it! So even your arrest was just a ploy to make me use my logic. My beautiful demon logic!
To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that the chisel I sent was the murder weapon. Honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it would be curtains for me. But then it turned about of the miraculous proportions. The genius prosecutor himself had come to my rescue. Well, doesn't it feel nice to be thanked by me? The one that you saved. You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the ace attorney.
No! No!
It's even in the name of the game, Edgeworth. Ace attorney investigations too.
No! Get out of my head, Simon! No!
You're wrong! He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. There are times when he saved me in the past.
Okay.
Is that so? Are you sure he's just not trying to emulate his own father, the one he admires so much?
Absolutely not. That's not true at all.
Now, Kay. Maybe he really does want to be a defense attorney.
Shut up, Ray! It's not time for that!
The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly, he's not able to trust others. The desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend. Say what you want, but make sure you think about it long and hard. Sure, all my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end. However...
He's saying that I didn't do anything, right? So, instigating murder.
Think about it. Can one of my actions really be considered a crime? I instigated a murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigation. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it.
What are you saying? You kidnapped me?
I'm sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters. Besides, those letters contain no threats or coercions. I simply conveyed information that each recipient would find beneficial.
Yeah, you crafty little son of a gun.
Can we do something about it? What was it he said? Integrating murder?
Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself.
So we have to find proof that he directed those murders.
You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little. Pisses me off. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion.
Not so fast!
The police are waiting for you outside of this tent. You have nowhere to run.
Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared?
Does it have to do with those pig, cat, chipmunk?
For example, let's say I gave an order so that all the animals here attacked you. Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos?
Are you kidding me? They're all in fucking cages. What'd you say? You can't be serious.
It was just an example. Would that make looking for an interesting show. Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? That might be more exciting.
I will never allow you to do such a thing. Seriously, way the hell over here. How the fuck are you gonna get to him?
Actually, John's staying right next to him right now. John, move away.
You can't tell me what to do, old man.
God damn it, John! You listen to me! I'm your new daddy from now on. Can't tell whether or not Simon is being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility.
If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections.
Can I make any careless remarks? Okay, meaning don't press, or what? Is there some way I can charge him with his crimes? No, don't blow up my HP bar. Oh, okay, there we go. I gotta, yeah, wrong, bitch. Okay, I actually do have to just present the recording. It's my firm conviction that you escaped the murders. After all, you told me so yourself.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Joe Crane.
What?
Did I say that? I really don't remember.
You may think you can deceive us as much as you want. But unfortunately for you,
Unfortunately?
you used a bug to eavesdrop on our conversation. But there was someone else who wiretapped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing.
It was recorded.
In other words, the conversation between you and the clown is recorded on that tape. Linksy says, "Suck a dick, clown man." A schemer drowns in his own schemes, and this is what he meant.
Miss Swift, I'd like to listen to your tape.
Roger.
I knew that coming to play at some point.
It's right about here. Mr. Edgeworth, just Corey's cell phone is ringing.
Talk to me. Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen on this too.
Very well. It's where it starts.
Well, I must say.
Oh,
Huh? That's odd.
the fuck's wrong? What did you do, Nicole Swift?
Well, there ain't nothing recorded past this point.
What? You damn it!
Why? Why wasn't it recorded?
Too bad, so sad. You really think I'd leave behind any incriminating evidence? The bug I planted has a special feature. It can be turned on and off with a remote control.
What? That sort of thing exists? Wait, you just admitted to planting a bug on us. Isn't that illegal in some way?
Certainly, remote-controlled listening devices do exist. However,
Are you saying you switched off the device so that your own voice would not be recorded?
Precisely.
Impossible! Impossible! For a plain country budget and a blah 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 blah. You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded.
Isn't it obvious I knew? I guess you just don't get it. You could call it a hunch. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped. Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out because you knew about the kidnapping.
Don't tell me. You were listening in on that conversation.
That's right! Though come to think of it, I'm surprised you didn't realize it until now. Some genius prosecutor you turned out to be, Mr. Edgeworth!
Ah!
Oh my! What was that end result of all this? So you don't have any proof of the instigation charges? It's game over.
Gah!
Mr. Prosecutor, is my recording no help to you at all? Ain't there something? Anything at all in my recording?
Got the first couple of letters, he said. Miss Swift. Right?
Okay.
Yes?
The bug was planted in your badge, right? Do you have any ideas?
How do you expect me to come up with an answer right now off the top of my head? You're the only one who came into contact with the culprits, for fuck's sake! Well, there was one time he reached over and grabbed one of my boobies, which is where my pen was.
Nah, I was just doing that just to grab one of your boobies. They're very nice, by the way.
Thank you! That's not the point, Simon!
Unsightly, you're all fussing over useless evidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Next!
What's this? Seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation. Oh, he knows, so he can still find something.
You're the only one who came into contact with the culprits. Remember the thing I literally said 10 seconds ago, for God's sake! No political apologist be fucking gay, so turning investigations too.
Only Kay came into contact with Simon. If any sound was recorded at the time she was with the culprit, Miss Swift, how long have you been recording?
Since 2 nights ago, I reckon.
Since 2 nights ago. In that case, good God, that must be a long tape. Look at a conversation with Simon, possibly have been recorded. 2 nights ago, last night, this morning. Was it 2 nights ago that she was brought up? Yes, 2 nights ago. Yes, 2 nights ago. Simon brought Kay to the roof. You listen to the recording from that time frame. Miss Swift, please let us use the recording from 2 nights ago.
Uh-oh, okie dokie. This is the sound of the hot air balloon.
That's right. At that time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. Is there anything recorded? Come on! Say something, butthead! Bang! Clang!
That was...
A gunshot.
Huh. I don't remember shooting anybody. Okay. Brr. Huh. Seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to this case.
Huh? What are you saying? There's no gun involved in this case, is there?
No. There should be someone connected to the case who fired a gun. Strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects that gunshot to the case? It was,
Oh, right, this guy had a gun. A gun that he fired off.
yes! Oh! Silly little Simon. It's written right here in the body double's autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Where was Kay at the time this gunshot was recorded? That's right, she was being carried to the roof of the Grand Tower in your balloon. As it turns out, there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at the time.
You mean the double and me? Certainly after we talked for a brief moment, the body double noticed something and had me leave before him.
Oh. Now, what if that gunshot rang out after? What if the gunshot rang out after that? You clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt that you wouldn't have noticed it. Oh, shot the balloon. Can we find the bullet in the balloon or something? You tend to feign ignorance until the very end.
That's nothing more than mere conjecture.
What we heard on the recording was not a gunshot. And close, you can hear the bullet hitting something.
If the body double's aiming at Simon, then the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? The balloon, yeah.
Take that!
The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon. We assume that the bullet hit something. It would have been the balloon's basket. You think the security guys that were with him would have heard that, and also Justine.
Was that a gunshot?
I mean, gunshots are fucking loud. That will pierce through like a lot of walls. It would have been the balloon's basket.
Let's examine it immediately.
Do. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Yahtzee. This hole.
It's a bullet hole.
Bullet hole was found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ah! How do you intend to explain the gunshot and bullet hole?
So you figured it out. You're good. I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you.
Spit it out already.
Okay. No need to be impatient.
All right, what bullshit you got this time? 2 nights ago.
It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the body doubling you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Well, hello, Justine. When the double noticed me, he told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him.
I will kill this bastard myself. Rah!
He pointed a gun at me and fired.
Why did you want to shoot down the balloon?
It's simple. The body double had intended to kill Miss Courtney.
Kill me?
That's right. You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake.
You mean he was afraid of Judge Courtney because she knew about John's past? I see. I was wondering, it's like, because we never really did get, figure out what the end of that conversation was. Like, what was, like, because did she even really get to talk to him at all and find out, hey, you don't know anything about this.
You're not supposed to know about that. Die!
Afraid? That's exactly right. That body double was a coward after all. I even remember how its hands were trembling when he fired the gun at my balloon. Are we clear now? I was only there by chance. Just a friendly witness who was passing by.
No, because we still haven't explained how the body got to the ground, all right? How it got down there. He's gonna be the one who moved it. Everyone else riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talking about a surprise. Only the body double noticed me. Told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him. And pointed a gun at him and fired. The bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly.
I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but... Talk about a close call.
You say you tried to get away right then. Maybe did you like land on top of it with the balloon?
Coming at you, big guy! That's right. Is there a problem?
Is there a problem with this statement? Yes. You must have placed Kay on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. After the body double fired one shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. I looked around for a bit and then landed on the roof.
Please add that statement to your testimony.
Sure, I don't mind.
I already know what to shoot this down with.
After the double fired on this one shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor.
Except Lotta Hart said that he did it! Wrong, wrong, wrong. Oh my God, Lotta, I can't believe I'm using testimony from you. Once again, you lied.
Lied?
Body double could not have entered the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it. He was the one who moved the body. He's the one that got him down there. And I won't be surprised if he's also the one who managed to crush him. I don't think John really did it. This is gonna be his crime right here, right? Miss Hart's testimony proves it.
What? How can you trust a shams journalist's testimony?
What'd you say to me, you little shit? I was the red-haired parenting fool you ever were, motherfucker! You wanna fight me? I will throw down right now!
Okay, I'm sorry, fuck!
You can't solve my mentor like that!
2 nights ago, the lady that was sticking out the 51st floor. This weird chick over here. Given that, just how did the body double leave the roof?
Indeed, that is what we must now prove. He did not use the elevator or the 51st floor to leave the roof. Then only one route remains. How did the body double leave the roof without using the elevator or the 51st floor? The fucking balloon again! The body double flew.
He...
Flew?
Oh, come on, guys. Simon Keys, he rode in your balloon.
Hey, stop joking around. Why would I have needed to give the body double a lift?
The elevator and security camera on the 51st floor was being watched by Miss Hart. Your balloon was the only way the body double could have left the roof.
At the circus, we often perform dangerous stunts in order to surprise the audience. You think you've got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here.
What?
Hey, you. Lotta, was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watching the 51st floor the entire time without any breaks?
Well, I did kind of pass out at one point. Well, record course, there ain't no mistakes about testimony.
Really now? But didn't the sound of Mr. Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom cause you to faint?
Yeah. See, I brought that up when we got this testimony initially. I was like, but didn't she fall, like, pass out at one point?
I didn't mention before, but after that, I might have dozed off a little. Whoops, I fainted? Well, something like that.
Something did happen. Miss Hart, I have determined the sound that made you faint. It was Kay's lifeless body. It's like the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor.
Well, what's the point? Nobody's perfect.
Look at her, Mr. Edgeworth. That's the kind of person you're relying on. Seriously, look at her. Look at her, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm looking. I can't stop looking.
I mean, come on. Just come on, Mr. Edgeworth.
Kay fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the roof.
In that case, I have a theory on how things happen. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, he wouldn't hid in the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom.
What?
So, what if he was hiding?
Objection! Good grief, you guys still haven't noticed.
What if the body double stayed hidden until Lotta had fainted? And then he went down then to the 51st floor.
That can't demon be! It can demon be! Ha! Precisely, the locked room mystery on the roof has been unlocked. Ah! Ah! He just said it in my voice! Fuck you!
But wait, there's more. I told the hit body double about John Marsh. That's why he attacked John the next day during practice, but got himself killed instead. In other words, the one who murdered the body double is none other than John!
John had no motive to kill the body double.
He knew he was the real president's son.
Huh, and how would he have known that?
Because I told him so. In a letter.
What did you say?
That's a lie.
Yup, it's all a lie.
Huh?
But then again, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. Right, John?
It's true that I caused Mozilla's head to fall, but I didn't know about my my dad till today. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? I wonder about that. I found out about the head falling thanks to the bug. Now, if you were the one that caused it to fall, the body double was crushed to death. That settles it. You're the culprit. You successfully carried out your revenge. Congratulations! All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place, as Mr. Edgeworth would say.
The logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals?